Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Before I get going with this reading, I'm going to go ahead and clear the air. Okay, everybody, welcome back. All right, guys. I hope everybody's doing well. The energy has been pretty wild for me lately. I've been on quite the wild ride. Thank you and welcome back. So today I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to do a energy reading for you guys. We have 3 groups to choose from. Before I even go further into this, I just want to say thank you to everybody who has been supportive of my channel. For those of you who have been following me for a while, thank you so much. I see the lovely comments people make. I don't always have time to respond. I do have a lot going on in my life right now outside of YouTube. It's not the only thing I live for or do, but I love to read tarot and I love to lift people up, help them out whenever I can. Hence the reason why I have a Patreon. So I want to say thank you again for everybody who has been supportive over the years. Thank you. I appreciate it very much. So today, again, this is a general energy reading. I will be looking at just what you need to know right now. What are the energies at play around you? Please do remember, and I will stress this, this is a general reading, not a personal one. So if something isn't resonating with you, that doesn't mean you have to flip out about it, okay? I mean, God, I've been doing this for how long now? And it's like, I know some people are new and they don't understand how this works, but you know, not every single message will probably resonate for you. Because it's a general reading. It's not just directed at just you. It's for many people. Choose each group and there will be many messages that come through. If something's not resonating, just leave it be and move on to the next message, you know, or choose a different group. Or if you feel called to listen to more than one, then do it. The point is there's no rules with this. You need to listen to your gut, your intuition and what it's telling you. Okay. That is what this is about. This is a tool to open the intuition and to get in contact with your higher self and stuff, okay? Group 1, rhodonite. Group 2 with the the aura quartz. And then we have labradorite for group 3. So go ahead and choose whichever group is calling to you and let's get going. For those of you who chose group 1 here with the rhodonite, this is going to be your reading. Let's take a look and see what came up for you. So we have the 2 of Swords. Trying to make a decision, eh? We have Sun in Libra with harmony. Why do I feel like some of you are Libras? Libras are notorious for this. They don't want to make a decision because they don't want to make the wrong one. And so they linger and they hem and haw and they procrastinate and they ask everybody the same question and they'll get the same response, but they still keep asking because they're so afraid of making a decision because they don't want to disrupt the harmony, you know? And that makes complete sense. I totally get it. But not making a choice is also making a choice, and it's making a choice to procrastinate or, you know, fail possibly in certain things or even, you know, just to stay stuck. So anyway, we have Venus in Leo with affair. Holy shit. We have the 5th house and the 7th house here. So if somebody here who's listening to this definitely has some aspects going on with the transits and things, possibly even the solar return chart, going on with the 5th and the 7th house. And if you have Pluto and your vertex sitting in the 5th house in your solar return chart right now, there is a good chance, very good chance, that you could be meeting somebody could be coming in that is a life changer, a transformative relationship. That for some of you, you could even be finding out that you're pregnant or will be having a child, or it's both. So, and then we have the 7th house. It's like you want peace, you want harmony in relationships. Also, I'm just going to say it, for some of you, you could even be involved in some kind of affair right now, and you don't want to make a decision in possibly to even come out about it or talk about it, or even maybe even possibly leave it or whatever, because you're so terrified of disrupting the harmony. But guess what? If you're dealing with a situation like that, it's bound to happen. Okay, so in one way or another, you're just going to have to make a decision, do the thing, and be done with it. So then we have full moon. So emotions could be very heightened at this particular time, and especially in dealing with this. But like I said, for some of you, there is definitely somebody coming in this situation, and it is very emotionally charged time as well. And then, oh my God, for our chocolate cards, we even have indecision. Look at that. I cannot believe this is coming up. Wow. So that's what this card is all about. And literally, you have it right here. So let's take a look at this. Indecision is in the air right now, and you may find it difficult to settle or decide on the best way to handle a situation. That's this. Because you can see both sides of an argument as being equally valid, and you may feel stuck because of confusion or doubt. Impartiality is needed. It is important to take a step back and see where changes can be made or where the opinions of others need to be considered. Yeah, the opinions of others. Exactly. So the affirmation here is, I am open to the suggestions of others without compromising my own integrity. So somebody might even be trying to get you to start up, I mean, not everybody's going to be having an affair, okay? This could just be like a love match, okay, for some of you. But there could be somebody here somebody could be enticing them and trying to talk them into like messing around with them. They could possibly be in another relationship or married or something like this. And you're very attracted to them, but you know better, okay? And literally, this is talking about integrity, having integrity, considering other people's feelings in this situation, okay? Think about it before you make a move. All right. That being said, let's take a look at that full moon card and the message with it for some bonus message here. So with the full moon, of course, this is about clarity with this card in particular, and seeing the truth, okay? Being clear in your decision, seeing clearly the situation for what it is, okay? So you have reached full illumination with this phase, and everything you have been working towards reaches the climax. This is where you realize that the journey is only half over. What goes up must also come down. The positive cannot survive without the negative. That is just a fact of life. The plant you grew will soon begin its decay and subsequent death, and this is okay. This is all part of its purpose. Seeing and acknowledging our faults is the best thing we can do for our development. While it can hurt when we see our shortcomings, acknowledging them takes away their power. Yes. So that being said, with these two cards in particular, there are specific events surrounding them. And as I said, you guys, for some of you, could there could be a love offer. It doesn't have to be obviously we had the affair people, but then there's also those that are watching this that could literally just be having somebody approaching them, and there's like a massive chemistry between you and another person. And maybe because what you have going on in your life right now, it's like you're real busy with your career or something like this, and it's like you're having to come to making a decision as to whether or not you want to go further in a relationship. But I feel like for some of you, definitely this is a very harmonious, very loving relationship. And with that harmony card, the events surrounding this are situations such as important social gatherings and reunions, extravagant tastes, a difficult decision to make. Holy crap. Okay. That's coming up, multiple times in here. A pact or agreement, a diplomatic action, or being called to adjudicate a situation. Okay, so this could be what the difficult decision could be about for some of you. Okay, but the point is, this group has got a lot of there's a big decision to be made here. I mean, it's not like the Lover's card decision, okay, but it is an everyday decision that will bring impact to the love life, possibly harmony, things like this. So speaking of the affair card here, the events here are a deep, dramatic love affair, a showy lifestyle, excessive luxury and extravagance, and even show business. So for some of you, this could even have to do with deciding whether to pursue a career in the entertainment industry of some kind. So that could be coming up. This could be the decision you could be making. It also shows another little aspect of this card is it shows that a new stimulus to creative endeavors will enter the life of you. The card may suggest a new craze or interest, even a new love. So like I said, you know, for some of you, you definitely have some relationship stuff coming your way. Whether this is somebody who's already in a relationship or not remains to be seen. You know, and then literally with that harmony card, it talks about that indicates a gain from a close relationship, although it can show that one of the other party tends to be pushily dominant. The harmony card also points to a talent in the field of public relations or sales. So some of you could be even somebody could be offering you a job within the realm of what was mentioned here. And it's the decision you have to make as to whether or not you guys want to take it. All right, with that being said, I'm going to close out your reading with a fortune cookie card, and let's see what comes up for you guys, okay? Again, I have to remind everybody, general reading. No need to get your dander up if you're not liking what's being said here. Okay, we have achievement. Hey, enjoy the limelight. You've earned it. Although on the family front, someone's health could cause some secret worries and sleepless nights. And then we have sexuality. Oh, shit. Existing relationships could find a new passion and heightened sexual attraction. Opportunities for marriage and good family life are strong. But if single, beware of temptation that could lead to trouble. A child will also bring great joy. And you know what's interesting? This is the fifth house that's showing up here. The fifth house is the house of children. It is about the house of love affairs, passion, you know, excitement, fun. It's the fun house in astrology. So it's very interesting that that's being mentioned, and we literally have the fifth house here. So anyways, that's it, guys. That's all I have for you to do today. Excuse me. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell in the drop-down box. There's information on my Patreon, the link to my Patreon, if you want to check out my exclusive content that I post there, as well as jump on a personal reading tier if you're so interested. Thank you guys so much for being with me today, and I will catch you next time. For those of you who picked the Aura Quartz heart, this is going to be your reading. Sorry, Tiger. All right, let's see what came up for you. Wow, we have the World. We have Jupiter in Cancer with speculation, fourth house. We have the 12th house here with Venus in Pisces with submission. We have Aries, and we have shadow self. Very interesting here. So I'm feeling like this is the end of a cycle for some of you. I feel like it's the end of a cycle of where you are, I feel like for some of you, you've been feeling very trapped for a while, okay? But the door is swung wide open. You can leave at any time if you want. You're not stuck in your position. You can get the hell out of it whenever you choose. Aries season and the start of the astrological new year is definitely the time in which to do it. At this particular time, your third eye could be pretty lit up. So when it comes to speculation or literally taking risks, calculated risks, if, you know, pay attention to your intuition for sure, because I feel like for some of you, definitely this is very spot on at this particular time. For some of you also, there's a deep need to do some shadow work here and get in contact with the shadow self. Like I said, I feel like for a lot of you though, you're coming out of that shadow period and you're done, you know, feeling trapped. You're going to move on. This is a brand new like birth. Aries is always the start of things. It's the freshman of the zodiac. It's the first zodiac sign. So it's the noob, you know, and it's like restarting over. But I feel like when you restart this, it's like you're going to be quite passionate, very fiery. You're ready for change happening right now. But definitely by getting in contact and loving all your parts, the light and the dark, is what is going to bring you great success and satisfaction in your life right now. And it's going to help bring a close to things that you've been holding on to for far too long. There is some kind of pain or hurt from the past that is dwelling. And once you release it, it's like finally it can come to an end, and you're like this bluebird inside this cage that can fly out at any time, okay? You've created this cage for yourself. Now you can free yourself from it. So with that shadow self, it says it's time to embrace your shadow self. Illuminate the darker side of your nature by allowing some light to flow in. It's time to free yourself from past bitterness, hurt, and resentment. You can make sense of the chaos, surrender pain, heal. Question your belief systems. What is holding you back? Why are you here? Why did you create your current situation? It is now time to be more personally accountable. Something a lot of people don't do enough of, okay? Literally, people being accountable for your own freaking choices, your own messes, and realizing you put yourself into this situation, you get yourself out. Okay, I can think of a certain world situation right now that certain groups of people need to clean up their own damn mess. You know, they created it, now fix it. Seriously. So I only hold positive thoughts. My actions are of pure intent. Exactly, you guys. Being accountable for the choices we make is something that is very empowering too. Okay? Trying to blame everybody else for things that happen. You know, when you made the choice and the conscious effort to do said thing, it's bullshit. Okay? It's like, that's not helping anybody. You're not learning. You're not growing at all from that. So anyway, we have the Jupiter in Cancer. Let's take a look at the events surrounding this card. This could give us a little bit more insight into what events in particular this could be pertaining to. And it says a legal situation involving the home, running a family business from home, exploiting an inheritance to the benefit of the family. Very interesting. And this is fourth house matters. It could have to do, you guys could be holding the shadow self thing, you know, the thing that needs to be put to an end could be stemming from childhood. It could be from, you know, your upbringing or something like this that needs to be released. So that, you know, that Venus energy, which of course is, you know, our heart, our love, can really flow free, okay? And begin again. So we have that Venus in Pisces. Let's take a look at the events surrounding this card in particular. And feeling caught in a love trap, giving in for quiet life, staying in an awkward situation easily left. So for some of you, this is like, it has to do with the shadow self. Like, you know, constantly repeating things. This could even have to do with your Juno placement in a particular relationship, why you keep attracting certain partners into your life. It has to do with the past life experience from where your Juno is placed, because that Juno has got karma attached to it a bit. And it talks about what happened in a relationship or marital past in a past life that causes these certain aspects of the shadow self. And for us to constantly, like, because it's like a comfort zone, it could have to do with the South Node too, where it's like, you know, you keep going to that because that's what you knew before. And that could be, and it could be from this life too, where it's like, it's almost comforting, even though it might cause you pain. It's just what you know. But this is the time to release it and let it go and put it to end finally. And with the World card, this is very victorious endings too. This is a job well done. It's completed. You're going to be fine. Everything's going to be great. Okay. So let's take a look at the Aries card here. And with this, the message, I am going to tell you the symbols that are associated with Aries. These could be signs and synchronicities for some of you, for sure. We have spring flowers, matches, incense, candles, and horns. So this card is all about, think of this card as a call to action. Aries is handing you a spark, and it is your job to turn it into a fire. This process should be exciting and positive, so make sure you don't squander this energy on something you aren't 100% behind. If you've been feeling sluggish and uninspired, just know that this is about to change. New opportunities and a burst of energy are heading your way, and they are coming fast. Enjoy these last moments of quiet, because life is about to be anything but. And for some of you, it's talking about giving in for the quiet life. Some of you guys have been too wrapped up in your little bubble of quiet life in your home. Now it's time to get out there. Possibly the reason why you're afraid to, maybe a little bit xenophobic, and interact with the rest of the world is because of something stemming from this shadow self. This fear of being judged, maybe fear of people rejecting you or whatnot. But literally, you can't please everyone. Not everyone is going to like you. The ones that are meant for you and who will adore you and love you will come into your life, and they will be there for you. You need to maintain this level of passion in your life. Don't let other people knock you off course from that. Follow your true purpose and definitely go for what lights you up and makes you happy inside. To hell with everybody else. There's definitely an ending of a cycle here. And I feel like it could be a very positive, fresh start if you want it to be and you actually take action. Now's the time to be seen and put yourself, and also for some of you, this could talk about world travel even, okay? Seeing the world, finally feeling that spark and that inspiration and wanting to see something outside your own door. There could be a phase of this going on. All right, let's see what comes up for you guys with these. We had one fly out immediately, and there's another one. Okay. So with, oh, wow, look at this, you guys. Twists and turns. Carefully made plans can be thrown out the window as major changes and interruptions surround you. Make sure you get lots of rest to cope with all the upheaval. For some of you, this is part of this shadow work. And literally the action, I mean, this could have to do with somebody surrounding you as well. This could just be something that extended family members are going through right now as well, you guys. So we have future. Holy shit. And I was just mentioning that. Future. You may travel or host an overseas traveler soon. Either way, great social fun awaits. Oh my God. That is crazy when I was just mentioning that. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for further notifications. In the drop-down box, there is a link to my Patreon if you would like to check out my exclusive content that I post up there, as well as one of my personal reading tiers. Thank you guys for being with me, and I will catch you next time. Those of you who picked group 3 with the Labrador, I don't know if you guys can see the flash in this thing, but it's pretty. And this has a little blue chunk right there too. I love the flashes in Labrador. It's in decent pieces of moonstone. So anyways, they're all feldspars anyway. Okay, so let's see what came up for this group. We have death. We have the death card. You know what's really interesting? In every single one of these groups, we've had an aquatic creature on the card that came up. I find this very interesting. So death. We have the death card. This is Scorpio energy, and this is about the phoenix rising from the ashes. This is transformation, metamorphosis, rebirth, sex, taboos, other people's money, things like this. We have, holy shit, we have the moon in Libra with companionship. We have Mercury in Aquarius with originality. And this is the 7th house and the 11th house. So this could have to do, for some of you, you could be meeting a brand new, or taking part in some kind of new friend group or organization where you could definitely gain some new companionship. For somebody else here too, though, this could be the ending of a relationship with somebody to pursue. I feel like that they could have been holding you back for some reason. I don't know why I want to say that, but that is like a message that's coming through strong. And it's like, you have goals and aspirations and things you want to accomplish. You have amazing insights and inventive, imagination and stuff, and you want to pursue those goals. And maybe this person was kind of keeping you down from doing that. And finally you're like, okay, enough is enough. I'm putting an end to this. I'm going to go pursue what it is that I'm trying to achieve here. I also feel like for some of you, definitely, you can be gaining a lot of networking and even success within your career and things through friend groups and organizations and just like hobby groups, and just joining groups in general right now could be very lucrative for you, bring about a very transformative phase into your life, and also even bring about a partnership of some kind. And we have the, oh my God, we have the 8th house. This is Scorpio's house. Holy shit. Some of you also could be getting an inheritance. Some of you could be literally be left to be the executor of an estate for somebody. That's coming through. And some of you guys could be meeting somebody pretty quick here, a partnership, a companion here, where you're going to have really hot sex with them, okay? And we literally have friendship. See, this is all about friendship. You could even meet your life partner through a friend who happens to be a Scorpio or something like this, or your partner is a Scorpio. We have Libra and Aquarius energy here as well. So those are the 3 signs on deck, and I have to mention right now at this particular time, with what is going on astrology-wise, this is a very good time to be meeting people. If you are not dating, especially if you're a Libra, that would be very sad, because you could be missing out on some great opportunities, or Libra rising. So get on it, especially if you're one of those, and put yourself out there, because you could definitely be meeting amazing people at this time, including new friends, okay, for everybody. So with this friendship card in particular, it says, this is the card of friendship. Deep soul connections await. An old friendship may take on a new meaning. A long-standing relationship may rise to an elevated level of trust and deeper bond. A card that suggests partnership. Holy shit. Be it on a romantic, business, or friendship level. Remain open to new opportunities, emerging from friendships new and old. And of course, 11th house is the house of friends, Keep your eyes and heart open as you take on new partnerships. Remain vigilant in total trust that all will be well, okay? There's the key. In total trust that all will be well. Remain vigilant in this. I am always open to new opportunities coming my way. I develop strong partnerships with those that are close to me, and I trust in the process of where they will lead me. Exactly. So, and obviously this is the time to be networking as much as humanly possible. What I'm curious about here is this 8th house. Let's take a look at this one. I'm really feeling like this has to do with money for some reason, okay? So the arrival of the 8th house is a sign that it's time to take a break from the world and work on letting go of destructive behaviors. That's the death card. Letting go. Transformation. Friendships are definitely transforming right now at this time too. Remember, this was talking about that it's going to come to an elevated position. Some of you, and this is literally in the astrology right now, some of you have somebody in your friend group who you never considered as in a romantic way before, but now it's like you're like seeing them in a new light, and you're like, oh shit, I think I really like this person. I want to be with them in that way, So pay attention. So nobody can do this part of your evolution for you. Working with this house is like taking a long and hard walk with the absolute worst parts of yourself. While you're in this place, it's torture, but when you finish, you are elated. You feel a real sense of accomplishment. That's the death and the rebirth, right? We all face struggles from time to time, especially when it comes to bills, taxes, and deadlines. If you have been waiting for a sign to get your life in order, congratulations. The 8th house is it. Come up with a realistic plan for sorting things out before they get worse. Whoa, so there's one of the things there. So the key words are death. That's this. Occult, taboos, danger, torture, relief, and reflection. So very, very interesting stuff that we have there. So then we have the moon in Libra with companionship. So there is actual events that are associated with each of these cards. And for the moon in Libra, so some of you guys could have your moon in Libra, or moon is transiting your house, your Libra house right now, or, you have Mercury in Aquarius kind of action. So you definitely communicate like an Aquarius. So the events here are beautifying the home, discussions about business or contracts, which the 8th house is definitely about that too, especially when you're dealing with other people's money. We have seminars, teamwork, new friendships, and social meetings. So getting out there being social is really important right now too. So then we have that Mercury and Aquarius. For this one, the events surrounding this card are a new approach, an idea that necessitates drastic change, which is that Death card, an unusual research result, a shock announcement, an invention or innovation. Okay, the shock announcement. The shock announcement could be that literally somebody in your friend group is like in love with you, or you're in love with them, and it's like an announcement, or you announce it to each other and it's like, holy shit, you know, once was, you know, what was a strong friendship blossomed into something more, into love, which is really honestly makes the best relationships. It really does, you guys. So, and some of you could be announcing, like you've been doing studies or some kind of working on some kind of project, and you're going to get an unusual result from your labs or whatever. But I feel like a lot of you are very interesting individuals, very original. I get the feeling too, like this person, this love interest that's coming in is kind of mysterious. They have really piercing eyes. They're very charming, great communicator, great lover. So I see for a lot of you, they either have really light hair with piercing eyes that really stand out, or they have really dark hair with those like lighter piercing eyes, or if they're brown, they're like so dark they look black. All right, so here are our bonus cards. We have change. A change of residence, partner, career, or job is on the cards. You're restless and in need of change, and that's exactly what is coming your way. Holy shit. Declutter. Declutter your life. Let go of correspondence, objects, and people you no longer want. Someone will hurt your feelings and reveal a new side of themselves that you may wish to avoid. So there you have it, guys. That is what is coming up for this group. Thank you so much. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. In the drop-down box, there is the link to my Patreon where I post all kinds of bonus content. Plus, there are personal reading tiers there for you as well. Thank you guys for being with me today, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.